없는데 여기? 왜 조사라는 거야? 벽보.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Heyman. This certificate belongs to Martin.
뭔가 유능했던 애가 있긴 하네.
A master's degree diploma. An award presented to Martin.
올해의 정원사? 뭔가 식물 쪽에서는 권위 있는 상 같은데 일반인이 보기에는 그냥 정원사.
These young plants must be delicate.
어이씨, 애벌레가 어디 있을까?
Mr.
아줌마, 애벌레 있어요? 너 애벌레 좀 없니? 남는 거? 아, 그냥 돈 주고 사! 애벌레. 시장 없어? 이 동네? 조사할 것도 없고. 저건 아직도 타고 있는 거야? 대단하다. 하루 종일 타네. 아. 야, 식물이 이렇게 많은데.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
일단 저 정도면은 다 타고서. 왕립박물관 표시가 아니라고? 뭐 또 다른 다른 데가 또 껴드나? 일이 점점 커지네 이거. 그치? 뭐야 이거 왜 못 가? 얘는 또 어디 갔어? 여기 있다.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
얘도 애벌레가 없나 보네. 아까 여긴데? 나한테 있는데? 왜 애벌레가 없다 그러지? 애벌레. 그러니까 그냥 땅 파거나 아니면은 식물에 붙어 있을 텐데. 일단 서재 확인해 봅시다. 아니면 저 신성연구회? 거기 가서 구해와야 되나? 그 아까 제가 그 유리 틀에 있던 화분들은 조사를 안 했잖아요. 거기 있을 수도 있을 것 같아. 이야, 이 상표를 어디서?
That is that.
무슨 힌트가 하나도 없냐?
That is not the one I need.
야, 역학, 역사학.
That is
이거 아니고. 신문 아닐 거고. 보고서. 과학, 동물학, 범죄학, 무술.
that is not the one I need.
아, 이거구나. 목초지 및 정원, 살림에 필요한 물품을 판매하는 전문 업체입니다. 모래, 토양, 뿌리답게 화분을 비롯한 물품들을 폭넓게 공급하고
Here it is.
있습니다. 저게 왜 나와? 저 왜 나온 거야? 너 뭐하냐? 신성연구에 한번 가봅시다. 뭘 안 가져왔나봐. 근데 얘 초반에 벌꿀 먹고 싶다고 키우던 벌들은 다 어디 간 거야? 죽었나? 잠깐만, 이쪽은 뭐지? 개뿔도 아니군. 여기 있을까? 아, 여기 있구나.
They are rare. Perfect, Watson.
아, 야씨, 네가 가지고 있는 애벌레는 안 되고 또 새 애벌레가 필요해. 세상이나. 된장남도 아니고 왜 이렇게 새 걸 좋아해? 뭔가 얍삽하게 생긴 것 같기도 하고. 좋았어, 실험을 해봅시다.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to
저녁을
have
먹고
dinner
싶다는
this
방독
evening,
야스래.
then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
뭐 어떻게 해야 돼?
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
식충식물. 뭐지? 다 처먹네 저게?
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
그러면
This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
이거 아이씨, 이렇게 바꿔야 됩니다.
This plant seems to... I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
바꾸기가 괜히 있는 게 아닐 텐데.
This plant becomes
죽었어.
inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
아니구나, 다시 살아나네. 대단하군. 꽃이
It
피었다.
appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. this plant becomes inactive.
아이 너 처먹지 말라고 임마. 오
It closed
나왔다.
again. I believe I saw I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. I am interested in what might occur. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
이거랑 바꾸고 애벌레를
This plant seems to have had toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
뭐 연타를 먹여야지 저게 나오는 거네.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the colonial collection room. We may see things more clearly there.
식물을 더
It is
치웠잖아.
too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
이번 사건은 뭔가 되게 실마리가 안 보인다. 모르겠어 아직은 범인이 누구일지. 근데 신상 연구에 얘네들은 아닌 것 같지 않아요? 뭔가? 식물 하나 훔쳐갔다고. 하긴 근데 쟤네는 식물을 이렇게 신으로 모시는 애들이니까 그럴 수도 있겠다. 복잡하네. 솔직히 부원장이랑 그 여자애가 제일 의심스러운 것 같아. 그렇게 뻘쭘하네. 그렇게 뻘쭘해 보인다 진짜. 신문을 하러 갑시다.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him,
Oh,
and we went to
fancy.
see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
아까 아침 먹었다 그랬지?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert.
아 이거 최초
I clearly
발견되구나.
remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
10시 반.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
화이트 양을 만나러 갑시다. 이쪽 맞나? 맞구나. 야, 이 동네도 이제 외우 같아, 씨. 하나 더 가야 되는구나. 아직 못 외웠구나. 화이트 양.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but
9시
he
10분쯤
was
왔다고?
10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would
뛰어다녔다고?
pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11.
아까
I heard
알버트가
the
얘 만나러
cries
갔다
of
그랬는데.
Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house. I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be
알버트가
very
아니라
wrong.
해미시구나.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
10시쯤.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory.
320
It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
알버트 넌 어딨어? 더 가야 되지? 뭐 이렇게 다 멀리 떨어져 있냐? 한 곳에 있지 그냥. 잠깐만, 여기가 사망 저거니까. 조사할 거 없나?
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
뭔가 자극을 시킬 만한 건 없는 것 같은데. 와, 완전 미로네. 여기 있다. 알버트.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious. Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of
라인이 뭐시기?
something.
레오콘 거시기?
Lear, Pontus, or no, wait. Ah, these Latin names.
진짜
I
얘는
spent so
식물학에
many
관심이
hours
없나
trying to
보네.
memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes, he came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
주간 순회를
And
했다.
then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps
9시 40분.
20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
시간이 엇갈리는데?
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from
Yes,
talking
yes,
with Miss
yes.
White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10
야, 말이 안 되잖아. 9시
Then he ran
50분쯤
back here to
돌아갔을
me.
때죠.
to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
뭐지?
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
뭐가 떴는데?
No, it wasn't like that.
포자를 들이마시고 식물관에 빠져나가고. 아하.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the
저걸 어떻게
deadly
떨어뜨렸어?
spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, It is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
환기 장치를 이용한
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
야, 그 밑에 서 있을 필요는
Alright,
없잖아.
Holmes.
저 밑에 서 있을 필요는 없는 것 같은데? 그러면 이거를 어디서 환기구가 이렇게 연결돼 있으니까 뭐 다 연결돼 있어? 이쪽인가? 조절하는 장치가 있을 텐데. 이렇게 멀리 있진 않을 텐데.
Water lily greenhouse.
알아. 여기 있나? 여기가 아들내미가 있던 곳인데. 어디 있을까? 이쪽이 아닌가? 반대편인가? 이쪽은 환기구가 연결이 안 돼 있는구나. 이게 뜨는 거 보면은 저 바깥쪽이구나. 저쪽으로 넘어가야 되는데? 아따, 길 더럽게 복잡하네. 이게 일로 연결되는 거니까. 이쪽이다.
We can see the interior of the colonial collection room from this window.
여기서 그럼 확인을 한 거야? 어디서 강아지 소리가? 이거 어디까지 가야 되는 거야?
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the colonial collection room.
그렇지, 여기선 못 보지. 여기서?
Before starting the engine,
전원을 켜고.
the power is... The engine has stopped. The ventilation system is working.
거의 끝나가는 거야? 다음에
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
안 떨어지나?
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
왜 안 떨어져? 쟤 왜 안 떨어져? 여기부터 하고 해야 되나? 여기도 해야 되나?
From here, we are unable to see. Perfect. Now I just need to find one.
아, 둘 다 켜야 되는구나.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo.
아니 그러니까 왜 그 밑에 있어?
Help me to get rid of these
좀 나와서
caterpillars.
쳐다보면 되지. 바보야?
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace
환기장치가
was it
좀
possible
그지
to
같네요.
see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
해미씨가 범인인가? 일단 연구일지를 확인해 봅시다. 연구일지를 확인해 봐야 될 것 같아. 이제 모을 수 있는 증거는 다 모아야 될 것 같아, 이 게임은. 여기 있다. 증거 불충분이라고? 302번이래며. 302번이 식물학자였으니까. 살인범의 가능성이 있다. 몬테규 던을 마틴 해미씨를 체포하라. 뭐지, 왜 이렇게 뜨지? 결과가 안 뜨지?
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
런던 경찰국이라. 아니야, 그 302번이 없어. 302번을 들어봐야 될 것 같은데 302번은 어디서 찾을지 모르겠네. 근데 왓슨 진짜 도움이 안 된다. 부검도 내가 하고. 하는 게 뭐야 도대체. 사장님 계신가? 사장님이 어디 계실까? 여기 있다. 웬일로 여기 있네?
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
이러고 끝이야?